Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Shalom, Om Swastiastu, Namo Buddhaya, dan salam kebajikan. Hello everyone, my name is Rayhan Haikal Jagad. I am a student at Universitas Bina Sarana Informatika, Fatmawati Campus, majoring in Communication Science or Ilmu Komunikasi. As instructed, today I would like to share my opinion about the lectures at Universitas Bina Sarana Informatika. FYI, I am still a first semester student, so I haven't known much about the whole academic environment yet. Because of that, I will only give my opinion based on the lecturers who have taught me daily in my classes. In my opinion, the lecturers who teach me are open-minded and thoughtful. This can be seen during my critical thinking and creative class. When I share my ideas, the lecturers was very open and supportive toward my perspective. In digital technology for communication, we as students are given the freedom to express ourselves. This is shown through our PowerPoint assignment, where we are allowed to use any platform, design, or method we prefer. In Introduction to Communication, our pengantar ilmu komunikasi, we are indirectly taught how to explain something clearly. The lecturer explained the material briefly, precisely, yet clearly. And personally, I like this kind of teaching method. It's right to the point and easy to understand. After that, we are asked to summarize the material using our own words and examples, which shows that the lectures truly gets to apply communication concept in practice, not just theory. In photography class, the lecturer always reminds us not to be afraid of the result, but to focus on the process. It may sound simple, but for me, it reflects a lecture with great ethics and encouragement. Lastly, in English class, we are taught slowly but surely, with detailed explanation and spontaneous examples, either from the lecturer or from us the student. This shows that the lectures has interactive and engaging attitude during the learning process. Overall, I feel very happy and grateful to be part of this study program. I truly enjoy both the teaching method and the learning materials. That's all for me. Thank you very much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. Now let's move on to part 2. I'm going to explain about adverbs of frequency. This topic is really useful because we use it every day when we talk about our routines and habits. So, what are adverbs of frequency? Simply, they are words that tell us how often something happens or how often we do something. Now that we know what it means, let's see what they are used for. Adverbs of frequency have an important function. They help us describe habits or routine and explain how often something happens. Basically, they answer the question, how often do you? Let's look at some common words we use for this. Here are some common adverbs of frequency. Always, usually, often, sometimes, rarely, and never. These are the words you'll hear most often in daily conversation. To understand better, let's check how they are used in sentence. For example, I always wake up early. She often reads a book. We sometimes play badminton. He never eats meal. See? Each sentence tells us how often something happens. Next, let's see how often these adverbs actually mean. This is the frequency scale. It shows how often something happens. Always means 100% frequency. Usually means 90% frequency. Often means 75% frequency. Sometimes means 50% frequency. Rarely means 25% frequency. Never means 0% frequency. Now that we know their meaning, let's learn where to put them in a sentence. Adverbs of frequency can be placed in true possession, after to be, before the main verb, or after an auxiliary verb. let's take a look at the first one after to be. When we use to be, the adverb comes right after it. The pattern is subject plus to be plus adverb of frequency plus complement. For example, she is always happy. They are often late for class. I am rarely tired in the morning. Next, let's see the second position before the main verb. If the sentence has a main verb, we usually place the adverb before it. The pattern is subject plus adverb of frequency plus verb plus object. For example, I always study in the library. He usually eats breakfast at 7 a.m. She rarely watches TV at night. Let's continue with the third position after an auxiliary verb. When there's an auxiliary verb like can, must, have, will, the adverb usually goes after auxiliary and before the main verb. The pattern is subject plus auxiliary verb plus adverb of frequency plus main verb. For example, they have never been late. You can often find him at the library. She must usually work overtime. Now let's move to some common mistakes people make. 1. Placing the adverb in the wrong position. Here's a common mistake. For example, he eats always breakfast at 7 a.m. That's wrong. The correct one is he always eats breakfast at 7 a.m. Adverbs must always be placed before the main verb, not after it. 2. Putting the adverb after to be incorrectly. She always is happy. That's wrong. The correct one is she is always happy. If you used to be, am, is, are, was, were, the adverb must be after the word to be, not in front of it. 3. Using more than one adverb of frequency. I always often go to the gym. That's wrong. The correct one is I usually go to the gym. Just use one adverb of frequency in one sentence so that the meaning is not ambiguous. 4. Putting the adverb too far from the verb. They go to the park always. That's wrong. One correct one is they always go to the park. Adverbs must be close to the verb they describe. Don't put them at the end of the sentence. Okay, after saying the mistakes, let's learn a few more extra words. Here are some extra words that also describe frequency. Occasionally, seldom, hardly ever, every day, once a week. Let's wrap it up with a short conclusion. So, adverbs of frequency are words that tell us how often something happens. They are usually placed before the main verb, after to be, or between an auxiliary and a main verb. Using them correctly helps your sentence sound more natural and clear. Before we finish, let's test ourselves with a quick mini quiz. Okay, let's try this mini quiz. Click pause button and you can answer the comment section. And that's all. Thank you so much for listening. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.